Hello children, welcome to online classes. Today I am going to revise haloalkanes and haloarenes. Halogen derivatives of alkanes are called haloalkanes. Halogen derivatives of arenes are called haloarenes. Based on the number of halogen atoms introduced into one molecule, they are divided into monohaloalkanes, dihaloalkanes, trihaloalkanes, like that per haloalkanes. When all hydrogens of alkane molecule are substituted with halogen atoms, we can get perhaloalkane. Coming to monohaloalkanes, only one halogen atom is introduced. They are broadly divided into three types. First, alkyl halides. Halogen atom attached to sp3 carbon of alkyl group. If that sp3 carbon is 1 degree carbon, they are called primary alkyl halides. If sp3 carbon is 2 degree, they are called secondary alkyl halides. If the sp3 carbon is 3 degree carbon, they are called tertiary alkyl halides. Similarly, if halogen atom is attached to sp3 carbon, which is allylic carbon. So we know what is allylic carbon. sp3 carbon which is directly attached to doubly bonded carbon is called allylic carbon. If halogen is attached to allylic carbon, that is allyl halide. That allylic carbon may be 1 degree, may be 2 degree, may be 3 degree. So allyl halides again divided into three types. Next to benzyl halides. Halogen atom is attached to benzylic carbon. Benzylic carbon is nothing but sp3 carbon which is directly attached to benzene ring. That is benzylic carbon. To this benzylic carbon, halogen is attached. This carbon may be 1 degree, may be 2 degree, may be 3 degree. So, again benzyl halides are divided into 1 degree benzyl halides, 2 degree benzyl halides and 3 degree benzyl halides. Next one, if halogen atom is attached to sp2 carbon, vinylic carbon. sp2 carbon is nothing but vinylic carbon. So if halogen atom is attached to vinylic carbon, they are called vinyl halides. Similarly, if halogen atom is directly attached to doubly bonded carbon present in benzene ring, they are called aryl halides. So in these two monohaloalkanes, halogen atom is attached to sp2 carbon. Next, methods of preparation of haloalkanes from alkanes by the halogenation. When alkane is reacted with halogen in the presence of sunlight, one by one hydrogens are substituted by halogens, we can get different types of haloalkanes. Maybe monohalo, dihalo, perhalo. Finally, perhaloalkane is obtained. So this reaction takes place in the presence of sunlight. This is free radical substitution reaction completed in three steps: chain initiation, chain propagation and chain termination step. Okay, the order of reactivity with respect to halogen. If fluorine is there, very vigorous reaction. Next to chlorine, next to bromine, next to iodine. So iodination and fluorination both are not possible by direct halogenation. We can do only chlorination and bromination. So alkyl fluorides are prepared by Schwarz reaction and alkyl iodides are prepared by Finkelstein reaction, indirect method, halide exchange method. Next, rate of reaction, rate of halogenation with respect to type of degree of hydrogen. 1 degree hydrogen, 2 degree hydrogen and 3 degree hydrogen. So 3 degree hydrogen is easily substituted by halogen next to 2 degree, next to 1 degree. When all hydrogens of alkane molecule are substituted by halogen atoms, that is called perhaloalkane. So CCl4 is called perchloromethane. Next, another method from alkenes by the addition of hydrogen halide. When hydrogen halide is added to alkene, pi bond is broken, H goes to one carbon, X goes to another carbon. So we can get haloalkanes. If alkene is unsymmetrical, example propene plus HBr, we can get two types of products. When H goes to doubly bonded carbon of more number of hydrogens, we can get one type of product. that is 2-bromopropane. If H goes to doubly bonded carbon of less number of hydrogens, we can get another type of product. So in between these two, according to Markovnikov's rule, when H is migrated to doubly bonded carbon of more number of hydrogens, major product is formed. So 2-bromopropane is the major product. Same propene, same HBr, but in the presence of alkyl peroxide, if alkyl peroxide is used, again both the products are formed. 2-bromopropane is formed, 1-bromopropane is formed. Between these two, N-propyl bromide is the major product. So this is Kharash effect or peroxide effect or anti-Markovnikov's rule. This rule is applicable whenever HBr is added and alkyl peroxide is the catalyst. Next method for the preparation of haloalkanes from alcohols. From alcohols to prepare alkyl halide, OH must be replaced with halogen atom. For that purpose, there are three methods. One, by reacting with hydrogen halide. When alcohol is reacted with hydrogen halide, OH is removed in the form of H2O. Then alkyl halide is obtained. So regarding this reaction, the rate with respect to hydrogen halide, HF, HCl, HBr and HI. Rate with respect to type of alcohol, 1 degree alcohol, 2 degree alcohol and 3 degree alcohol. This is the rate of reaction. Next, alcohol when reacted with chlorinating agents like PCl3, PCl5, SOCl2, also we can prepare alkyl halides. When alcohol is reacted with PCl3, OH is substituted by chlorine, alkyl chloride. Since 3 chlorines are there, 3 alcohol molecules required, 3 alkyl chlorides we can get. Then the byproduct is H3PO3. Similar reaction with PCl5, but byproducts are different, HCl and POCl3. When it is thionyl chloride, sometimes we may use even pyridine as catalyst. We can get alkyl chloride and byproducts are HCl and SOCl2. So among these three methods, best method to prepare alkyl chloride is with the thionyl chloride, because two byproducts which are produced are vapors at room temperature. Next one, preparation of alkyl fluorides. Direct fluorination of alkane leads to explosion. That's why by indirect method, halide exchange method, we can prepare alkyl fluorides. That method is specially called Schwarz reaction. In Schwarz reaction, first alkane is converted into alkyl chloride or alkyl bromide by the direct chlorination. From alkyl chloride, indirectly chlorine is substituted by fluorine. For this purpose, fluorinating agent like AgF, silver fluoride, is added. Now chlorine is replaced with fluorine. That's why the method is called halide exchange method, RF plus AgCl. Next one, for the preparation of alkyl iodide, because of poor yield, direct iodination also we cannot perform. That also by halide exchange method we can prepare. The method especially it is called Finkelstein reaction. Similar to Schwarz reaction, alkane first convert into alkyl chloride or alkyl bromide, any one. When that is reacted with sodium iodide in the presence of acetone solvent, bromide is substituted by iodide. We can get alkyl iodide plus NaBr. So in this reaction, acetone should be the solvent. So these two are named reactions, important for examination point of view. Next one, preparation of aryl halides. Aryl halides are prepared by the direct halogenation of arenes or substituted arenes. Let us take benzene. When benzene is reacted with chlorine in the presence of ferric chloride, halogen carrier, electrophilic substitution reaction takes place. In place of 1 H plus from benzene ring, we can get chlorobenzene. If substitution is continued, ESR reaction is continued, in the presence of excess of chlorine and FeCl3. Finally, all hydrogens of benzene are replaced with chlorine atoms. Hexachloro, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexachlorobenzene is the final product. If it is substituted, suppose methyl benzene, substituted benzene, in the presence of chlorine and FeCl3, Cl plus chloronium ion attacks at ortho as well as para, because CH3 is ortho para directing group. So by this method also we can get aryl halides, substituted aryl halides we can get. Next, very important one, Sandmeyer reaction. In Sandmeyer reaction, the starting material is aniline. Keep it in your mind. Don't start with benzene diazonium chloride. Aniline, when it is reacted with the mixture of NaNO2 and HCl at 0 to 5 degrees of centigrade temperature, benzene diazonium chloride is obtained. C6H5N2 plus Cl minus. After the formation of benzene diazonium chloride, if it is reacted with cuprous chloride and HCl mixture, N2 plus is substituted by Cl minus. Then we can get chlorine and N2 gas is released. Similarly, when we want to prepare bromobenzene, cuprous bromide is taken and we can get bromobenzene. When we want to prepare iodobenzene, potassium iodide is enough. So this is very important reaction. Now coming to the chemical properties. Because of the polarity of the CX bond, X gets partial negative charge while carbon gets partial positive charge. The carbon which is having partial positive charge is philic towards electrons. That's why it is called electrophilic carbon. Because of electrophilic nature, alkyl halides undergo nucleophilic substitution reactions, SN reactions. So brief representation of nucleophilic substitution reactions. When nucleophile like Nu minus, when attacks at electrophilic carbon, carbon pushes electron pair onto X. So we can get the product NuC and X minus is eliminated. So here one nucleophile, say X minus, is substituted by another nucleophile Nu minus. That's why this reaction is called nucleophilic substitution reaction. C alkyl halide is the substrate, NuC is the product. SN reactions, based on the mechanism, they are divided into two types. SN1 reaction, this is unimolecular substitution reaction. Example, hydrolysis of tertiary butyl chloride. So definition or meaning of this one, unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction is called SN1 or SN1 mechanism. When this is subjected to hydrolysis with A equals NaOH, Cl minus is substituted by OH minus. Then we can get tertiary butyl alcohol. So for this you have to explain the mechanism. It takes place in two steps. Step 1, self-ionization of CCl bond. Self-ionization of CX bond. On its own, CX bond undergoes ionization. That's why this is slow step. And RDS, carbocation is formed. Intermediate carbocation is formed. Next, in the second step, the carbocation being attacked by the nucleophile waiting for that moment. OH minus coming from aqueous NaOH attacks at electrophilic carbon, carbocation, forming alcohol. So here this is the first step. In the overall reaction, as the first step is slow step, the entire rate of reaction depends on the first step only. That's why it is called rate determining step. In this rate determining step, as only one molecule, tertiary butyl chloride, is involved in the reaction, This is first order reaction as well as unimolecular reaction. The rate of SN1 reaction, SN1 mechanism is directly proportional to stability of carbocations. So few statements, few factors we have to explain. The rate of SN1 reaction depends on the stability of carbocation. This is multi-step process, and as the steric hindrance increases around the electrophilic carbon, rate of reaction also increased. So in this mechanism, if the carbon is chiral carbon, then we can get the racemic mixture. Similar to that SN2 mechanism, nucleophilic substitution reaction bimolecular, or you can write it as bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction, is called SN2 mechanism. Example for this SN2 mechanism, hydrolysis of methyl chloride. First you have to write the definition followed by example, and then mechanism you have to explain. After that, few points regarding that mechanism. So when methyl chloride is reacted with aqueous NaOH, we can get methyl alcohol and then sodium chloride. Here the attacking nucleophile is OH minus, leaving nucleophile is Cl minus, substrate is methyl chloride, and the product is methyl alcohol. So then mechanism, it is single step process. Since this single step process but takes place via transition state. Nucleophile OH minus, attacking nucleophile, cannot attack from the side of CCl bond because of the repulsion. So OH minus attacks at electrophilic carbon from backside, opposite side of the CCl bond. Then a transition state, highly unstable state is established. That is called transition state. In this transition state, partial negative charge at chlorine, partial negative charge at oxygen. So after the establishment of transition state, CCl bond is broken, COH bond is formed at a time, that is concerted reaction. So OH is attached to carbon from opposite side. So this is single step process but via transition state. In this reaction, rate equation, if you write, rate is equal to K into concentration of CH3Cl power 1, concentration of OH minus power 1. That's why 1 plus 1, this is second order reaction. At the same time, since two molecules are participated in the reaction, this is bimolecular reaction. So then factors, you have to write few factors about this. The rate of SN2, so this is a single step process. Rate of SN2 depends on the leaving ability of leaving group. If leaving group is good leaving group or weak base, rate of SN2 is increased. If the steric hindrance is less around the electrophilic carbon, rate of SN2 is increased. If polar aprotic solvent like DMF is used, that favors SN2 mechanism. If the attacking nucleophile is strong, the rate of SN2 reaction is increased. If the chiral carbon is present in alkyl halide, the product will have the opposite configuration. That's why this is called inversion, Walden inversion. If you take different alkyl halides, the rate of reaction RF, RCl, RBr and RI. This is the order of reaction. If you take three types of alkyl halides, 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree, 1 degree alkyl halide is more reactive, then 2 degree, then 3 degree. So that is about SN2 mechanism. So first you have to write the definition, next example equation, after that mechanism properly by showing arrow mark in a proper way, and then regarding points, few points, at least 4 points you have to write, you have to explain about the mechanism. The differences between SN1 and SN2, I hope you can read from the material. SN1 is unimolecular reaction while SN2 is bimolecular reaction. SN1 is first order reaction, SN2 is second order reaction. SN1 is multi-step process, SN2 is single step process. SN1 takes place via carbocation intermediate. SN2 takes place via transition state. The rate of SN1 depends on the leaving ability of nucleophile and the stability of carbocation. In SN2, rate of SN2 depends on the leaving ability of nucleophile, at the same time the strength of attacking nucleophile. Polar protic solvents are suitable for SN1. Polar aprotic solvents are suitable for SN2. In SN1, if the chiral carbon is present, if chiral carbon is holding halogen, racemization takes place. We can get racemic mixture. Inversion and retention both are taking place. Whereas in SN2, if the chiral carbon is present in the alkyl halide, we can get inverted product. The process is called inversion or Walden inversion. So like this, at least 4 points you have to write about the differences between SN1 and SN2. Next, examples for SN reactions. Many examples are there. Alkyl halide, when it is reacted with aqueous NaOH, when it is reacted with aqueous NaOH, alcohol is produced. If it is reacted with moist Ag2O, again the product obtained is alcohol. Next, if it is reacted with potassium cyanide, alkyl cyanide is the product. If it is AgCN, alkyl isocyanide is the product. If it is potassium nitrite, alkyl nitrite is the major product. If it is silver nitrite, nitroalkane is the major product. Next, if it is ammonia, 1 degree amine is the product. If it is sodium alkoxide, ether is the product. If it is lithium aluminum hydride, H minus is the attacking nucleophile, or H alkane is the product. So like this, many examples are there which are given in the textbook. You must go through them. Next one, elimination reactions. Reaction in which two species are eliminated from the substrate to get unsaturated compound alkene. That reaction is called elimination reaction. If hydrogen is eliminated from beta carbon, that type of elimination is also called beta elimination. When alkyl halide containing beta hydrogen is reacted with alcoholic KOH at high temperature, H plus is eliminated from beta carbon while X minus is eliminated from alpha carbon. Between alpha and beta, double bond is created. So H plus and X minus both are eliminated from alpha and beta carbons. That's why this reaction is also called beta elimination. If two types of beta carbons are there, we can get two types of alkenes also. When 2-chlorobutane is subjected to elimination, left side CH3 is beta carbon, right side beta carbon is there, CH2. When hydrogen is removed from left side beta carbon, CH2, CH, CH2, CH3, 1 butene. If beta hydrogen is eliminated from right side beta carbon, we can get 2 butene. So in between these two, according to Sedgwick's rule, 2 butene is the major product. So during the elimination, the hydrogen is eliminated from beta carbon with less number of hydrogens to get major product. Next one, reaction with sodium. Reaction with sodium, 3 types: Wurtz reaction, Fittig reaction, and Wurtz-Fittig reaction. When alkyl halides are reacted with sodium in the presence of dry ether, alkane is obtained. That is called Wurtz reaction. If aryl halide is reacted with sodium in the presence of dry ether, diphenyl is the product. That is called Fittig reaction. Wurtz Fittig reaction, mixture we have to take. One is aryl halide, other one is alkyl halide. When these two are reacted with sodium in the presence of ether, alkyl arene is the product. This is called Wurtz Fittig reaction. Next, SN reactions given by aryl halides. Aryl halides do not undergo SN reactions as easily as alkyl halides. There are four reasons we can give, but at least three reasons you have to remember. Among the reasons, first one, because of the conjugation between lone pair of the chlorine and pi bond of the benzene ring, partial double bond character is present between benzene ring and halogen atom. That's why breaking of the bond becomes difficult. Second one, polarity of the CX bond is less in aryl halides since sp2 carbon, higher electronegative sp2 carbon is making bond with chlorine. After that, if you remove Cl minus as in SN1 mechanism, the formed phenyl carbocation is highly unstable. So because of these reasons, aryl halides do not undergo SN reactions as easily as alkyl halides. So now, even though it is difficult, aryl halides also undergo SN reactions either by creating drastic conditions or by keeping drastic conditions or by keeping electron withdrawing groups like NO2 at ortho and para positions. So by two methods, either by creating drastic conditions or by keeping electron withdrawing groups at ortho and para positions, we can make the aryl halides also to undergo SN reactions. Next, electrophilic substitution reactions. Electrophilic substitution reactions or EAS reactions, electrophilic aromatic substitution reactions. Here chlorine which is present on benzene ring shows plus R effect because of the lone pair and conjugation with pi bond of the benzene ring. Lone pair is dropped, pi electron pairs are shifted. So this is called plus R effect. Since chlorine is higher electronegative atom, it pulls the sigma bond pair towards itself. This is called minus effect. Generally, resonance effect is stronger than inductive effect, but only in the case of halogen, inductive effect is stronger than resonance effect. So, chlorine acts as mild electron withdrawing group, ring deactivating group, but directive influence of the key group depends on the resonance effect. Since chlorine is plus R group, it can direct the incoming electrophile to attack at ortho as well as para positions. So, when it is reacted with certain reagent which produces electrophile, two types of products we can get: ortho disubstituted product as well as para disubstituted product. So if you take bromination or chlorination, when chlorobenzene is reacted with chlorine in the presence of FeCl3, the incoming electrophile Cl plus once attacks at ortho position, once attacks at para position. So we can get ortho dichlorobenzene as well as para dichlorobenzene. If it is subjected to nitration with the nitration mixture HNO3 and H2SO4, both are concentrated and 1:1 ratio. At this time, NO2 plus is the attacking electrophile. We can get orthonitrochlorobenzene as well as paranitrochlorobenzene. Then chlorobenzene also undergoes Friedel-Crafts alkylation as well as acylation when alkyl halide Rx in the presence of anhydrous AlCl3 alkyl carbocation alkyl group attacks at ortho as well as para positions. So ortho alkyl chlorobenzene as well as para alkyl chlorobenzene is obtained. Similarly with acid halide like RCOCl in the presence of AlCl3 acylium ion RCO plus acylium ion attacks once at ortho position, once at para position. So these are the EAS reactions or ESR reactions for chlorobenzene. So chlorine acts as ortho-para directing group. Next to polyhalogen compounds. Halogen compounds in which more than one halogen atoms are present in one molecule called polyhalogen compounds. Methylene chloride, chloroform, carbon tetrachloride, freons, DDT and iodoform. So for each polyhalogen compound you have to learn at least one use and also one adverse effect. What is the adverse effect of each one? So among all these, chloroform is very important, because when chloroform is kept in open vessel in the presence of sunlight, what happens? It undergoes oxidation to give carbonyl chloride. So when chloroform, actually it was used as anesthetic agent. If it is spoiled when the bottle of the chloroform is opened, accidentally oxygen is entered in the presence of sunlight and oxidation takes place producing phosgene carbonyl chloride. If phosgene is formed in the chloroform, that should not be used as anesthetic agent. So before going to use it as anesthetic agent, we must test the purity of chloroform with silver nitrate solution. So for regarding these, you have to learn at least one use and one adverse effects, and better you learn the DDT structure and IUPAC name also. Next one, from the entire chapter, what questions you have to concentrate? Very important questions, not only for this exam but also for final PU exam. What is SN1 mechanism? Explain with one example. For this you have to write the definition: unimolecular substitution reaction, nucleophilic substitution reaction, and example: tertiary butyl chloride undergoes hydrolysis to give tertiary butyl alcohol. Equation you have to write. After that, mechanism, it takes place in two steps. Step 1, self ionization to give carbocation. Step 2, attack of nucleophile on carbocation. So first step is rate determining. Like that, at least 4 points you have to write about the mechanism. Next one, SN2 mechanism. What is SN2 mechanism? Explain with one example. So bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction is called SN2 mechanism or SN2 reaction. Example, hydrolysis of methyl chloride with aqueous NaOH. So again you write the complete equation. After that, mechanism, it is single step process via transition state. Like that, at least 4 points you have to write about SN2. Next, to differences between SN1 and SN2. At least 4 points of difference you have to write for SN1. SN2, very simple. SN1 first order reaction, SN2 second order reaction, SN1 multi-step process, SN2 single step process. SN1 takes place via carbocation formation as intermediate, SN2 takes place via transition state. SN1 leads to racemic mixture, formation of racemic mixture if chiral carbon is present. SN2 leads to inversion in the configuration called Walden inversion when chiral carbon is present. SN1 is favored by more steric hindrance around electrophilic carbon. SN2 is favored by less steric hindrance around electrophilic carbon. Polar protic solvent is favorable for SN1 mechanism. Polar aprotic solvent is favorable for SN2 mechanism. So at least 4 points you have to write. Next, Schwarz reaction. What is Schwarz reaction? Explain with one example. Schwarz reaction is halide exchange method, indirect method for the preparation of alkyl fluoride from alkyl chloride or alkyl bromide. You write the appropriate equation. Alkyl chloride plus silver fluoride. Alkyl chloride RCl plus AgF give rise to RF plus AgCl. Equation you have to write. After that or before that, statement also you have to write. Next, Finkelstein reaction. Finkelstein reaction is indirect method, halide exchange method for the preparation of alkyl iodide. When alkyl bromide is reacted with sodium iodide in the presence of acetone, alkyl iodide is obtained. So you write the equation and then statement. Sandmeyer reaction. These three are named reaction. That's why very important. Sandmeyer reaction. It is used for the preparation of chlorobenzene or bromobenzene from benzene diazonium salt. When aniline is reacted with the mixture of sodium nitrite and HCl at 0 to 5 degrees of centigrade temperature, benzene diazonium chloride is obtained, which on heating with cuprous chloride and HCl, we can get chlorobenzene. Cuprous bromide plus HBr, we can get bromobenzene. So you have to write two steps. First, aniline, starting with aniline you have to show aniline to benzene diazonium chloride. After that, benzene diazonium chloride to chlorobenzene. Two steps are needed. Next one, Williamson's ether synthesis. This is also important. When alkyl halide is reacted with sodium alkoxide, alkyl halide is reacted with sodium alkoxide, ether is obtained. This is SN2 reaction. So ROR plus NaX. So particular example you have to write. For RONA you take methoxide, sodium methoxide. For RX you can take methyl chloride. So when sodium methoxide, whenever they are asking the question, you have to write the equation with specific example. Don't write like just RONA and RX, they won't give the marks. You have to write with specific example. Methoxide, when it is reacted with chloromethane, we can get dimethyl ether. Like this you have to write the specific example. Next, reasoning questions. At least one question they may ask. Give the reason why alkyl cyanide is formed with potassium cyanide with RX, while alkyl isocyanide is formed by the reaction of silver cyanide with alkyl halide. So these two are important. Alkyl halide reacts with potassium cyanide to give alkyl cyanide, while alkyl halide reacts with silver cyanide to give alkyl isocyanide. Best simple statement you can give. The reason, the bond present between potassium and carbon is more ionic in nature. So as soon as RX is added, Kc bond undergoes ionization producing Cn minus. So RCN is produced. But whereas AgC bond is more covalent bond, AgC bond won't undergo ionization when RX is added. That's why lone pair of the nitrogen only attacks on alkyl electrophilic carbon of the alkyl group. Same type of question. Alkyl halide reacts with potassium nitrite to give alkyl nitrite as major product, while same alkyl halide reacts with silver nitrite to give nitroalkane as major product. Same type of reason you can get, because KO bond, potassium nitrite, KONO. The bond present between K and O is more ionic in nature due to electronegativity difference. That's why as soon as RX is added, KO bond undergoes ionization to produce O minus. That will attack at alkyl carbon forming RONO, alkyl nitrite. Whereas the bond between Az and O is more covalent in nature, so it won't undergo ionization easily. That's why N of the NO2 only attacks at electrophilic carbon of the alkyl halide to give nitroalkane as the major product. So these are the important questions. Children, you must learn all these questions. This is a very very important chapter. Definitely 6 marks in the final examination, final PU exam. So please concentrate on this chapter. Okay, all the best for your exam.